Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of my Parkitect Sandbox Park. Now, as you can see, I'm riding the monorail now. It is going quite fast, but you are able to see some nice sights as you are riding it. Anyway, what I want to do in this episode is start work on a new themed area. Let's quickly exit the monorail. I've done a snowy area in the last few episodes, so I think a really a nice way to transition to a different theme is to actually go something completely opposite. And yeah, I want to actually make a land here with a volcano and maybe some pools of lava. Well, it's fake lava, of course. I wouldn't subject my guests to real lava. But yeah, what I think would be really fun is to have a volcano somewhere here and to then actually have a tilt coaster drop right into it. Now you can actually make a ride drop into water or lava in this game, and then the game will automatically create a tunnel. So I think that's really convenient. Now in my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 park, I didn't actually make a tilt coaster because I already had a corkscrew coaster. So yeah, I think that was quite a missed opportunity. So I think it will be really nice to build a tilt coaster in this game instead, since Parkitect also has tilt coasters. Anyway, enough talking. I'm going to quickly do some landscaping in this area first, and after that I'm going to start work on the tilt coaster. Alright, I already really love how this little section is starting to look. So I made some of these lava pools here with some smoke emitters. I think they work together really well. Also putting lots of these dead trees, black fir trees, and also some of these black rocks. And I've also started using some of these rocks with gems on them. I think the red color of the gems gives a really nice contrast here. Okay, this was just mostly to get a feel for how I want to decorate this area. I think now would be a good moment to actually start work on the tilt coaster, as it will probably take up quite a bit of space, and I'm not really sure how I want to do the layout yet. So I'll first start by making a volcano somewhere around here, and I'll make the tilt coaster in such a way that it dips into the volcano. It pops out, does several inversions, maybe a helix, and then goes back to the station. So yeah, I want the layout to be quite simple, but still spectacular. I think here in the corner will be a nice spot for to make a volcano. Alright, the volcano is now pretty much done, the inside part at least. I think this will be a perfect spot to drop a tilt coaster into. So I'm now going to start working on the tilt coaster. Let's see if I can find if I can make a layout that fits here nicely. Okay, something which annoys me a little bit in this game is that you cannot start a loop from a diagonal position. The track has to be horizontal first. So I think that's a bit of a shame, because I would have really liked to have a loop right here after it came out of the tunnel. Yeah, I guess I'll have to look for a different solution now. Alright, it was a bit of a struggle, but I did manage to make a nice layout, I think. So yeah, it now drops into the volcano here. I had to make the tilt section a bit longer to allow for longer trains. But that also makes it so that it goes into the volcano more vertically. So I think that's pretty nice. Oh, it does a 180 turn here underground. Then it goes into this loop. Then it's followed by a corkscrew. After that there's a helix. And then finally it goes into the brake run here. And then it returns back to the station. So yeah, quite a simple layout, but it is very defining in this landscape, as it fills up most of this plot here. Now, I will probably be able to make a nice path under this corkscrew. Hope it doesn't screw up the supports, at least. And yeah, still some landscaping to do here. I'll probably make some fences here on the side, so the guests actually get a really nice view of the loop here. I'll probably also do some landscaping here. Not really sure if I'm going to make it like a tunnel, or maybe I'll keep it like this. Something for me to decide. Of course, we'll also need a station. But yeah, first things first. I'm first going to make a path through this area, because I think that's quite important to do it now. Alright, I named the coaster Lava McDipface. I think that will be a nice name for the coaster. And with that we can now open it. Quite decent stats, I think. Not really familiar with the stats in Parkitect. But yeah, I really like the layout and how it travels through this area here. So what's left to do now is to do lots of landscaping, and of course the coaster also needs a station building. So I'm going to experiment a bit with different building materials to make a nice looking station for it. Alright, I've made an effects controller now, so that whenever a guest walks by on this path, actually some flames will shoot up out of the lava. Not really sure how safe it is, but I think it's a fun effect to have here. So yeah, also make some smoke here in the queue. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with how this already is starting to look. So just going to continue doing some landscaping here, just to make this area look much nicer. Alright, there's not a lot of space here, but I still think this is a really good space to put some shops. So yeah, I'm just going to place them here, and there's a depot right behind them, so that should really help these shops to stay stocked. Alright, I think that's enough building from me for this episode. Already quite happy with how this area is starting to look. Obviously it still needs some detailing here and there. But yeah, I also want to save some for the next episode. So for the rest of this episode we're going to add some more entertainers to this area, named after our patrons of course. And after that we'll finish the episode by taking a ride on this coaster. Alright, I've added 3 scarecrows since I think they're most fitting for this area. I think they look nicest in this theme. Okay, the first one is over here. And we'll name this entertainer RR Nate. Hey, thanks a lot RR Nate for deciding to support me on Patreon. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your spot in the park. Alright, then we go to the next entertainer. Let's select him. And we'll name him Salixian. Okay, let's do it like this. Salixian. Okay, again, thanks a lot for deciding to support me on Patreon. You will now be roaming this fiery area as a scarecrow. Okay, and then we'll have our final entertainer. And we'll name him Circle FH. So, thanks a lot for the support. I really appreciate it. You will now be roaming the park. Alright, yeah, that was it. That was all the building I'm going to do for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching me build. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. It would really help out my channel. Of course, if you want to watch more videos like these, you can also subscribe to me, of course. Alright, hope you enjoyed watching me build, and I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.